Hi. I have another interesting topic today, which is a question in the form of a question. Are you a action oriented person? So the question is, are you a action oriented person? So what is the meaning of being action oriented? Action oriented means able to take proactive action and initiatives in both your personal as well as professional settings. Are you the one who will want to take the action at the nth moment when it strikes you, and then it's a deadline, or you take action well before? So that defines whether you are a action oriented person or not. And today we will start discussing about the characteristics of action oriented person. You are an action oriented person if you are decisive, which means you take quick decisions and you take them confidently. And this decisiveness leads to swift action. Once you take decision, then you will be able to act upon it. The second core trait or character of action oriented people are they take responsibility of whatever decision they take and action they do. Now, the end result of this might be good or bad, might not be favorable, might be favorable or might not be favorable. But the action oriented person takes responsibility of the decision. And third is an action oriented person is risk taking. He or she understands that there are chances of failure as well, there are chances of having negative results. So one has to go outside comfort zone, take calculated risks. So if you are decisive, if you take responsibility, if you are risk taking, then you are a action oriented person. Now if you are not, I'm working on in that direction to be an action oriented person. So what need to be done? The strategies. First is to have goals, because when I have to go from a place A to place B, I need to know that I'm going to place B. So my goal is place B. The same way, when goals are being set, what kind of goals have to be there? They have to be SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. When your goal is a SMART goal, then it is easier to work in that direction. The second thing that you need to do after setting SMART goal is to split your task into smaller steps, so that it doesn't look like a overwhelm for you. It shouldn't sound as if, oh my god, this is such a big task, how am I going to do this? Come out of that. Third thing is eliminating procrastination. In this book, which is called as The Atomic Habits, the author James Clear talks about the 2 minute rule. He says that if a task takes 2 minutes, then go ahead and do it. There is another technique which helps in eliminating procrastination, which is called as the Pomodoro technique. Not sure if you have heard of this. It is taking a stopwatch and doing focused work for 25 minutes, and then defocusing or taking rest for 5 minutes. So 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of break, then 25 minutes of work, then 5 minutes of break, then another 25 minutes of work, and then a long break. So this is Pomodoro technique. You can search for it, you can start implementing it. The next thing is developing a growth mindset. You have to embrace challenges and failures. When you are worried that whatever you're going to do might be a failure, then you may not take the decision to go ahead. So that will hamper your action taking ability. So make sure that you embrace challenges and failures and say that, okay, whatever happens, let me take this as my responsibility and move ahead. And the last thing is maintaining higher energy levels. You attract the frequency at which you operate. If you are operating at a higher frequency level, you attract higher frequency, you attract good frequency. But if you are lazy, you are tired all the time, then it's not going to work. In this aspect, proper diet, exercise, and sleep makes a lot of importance. So now let's move to the other subheading, which is building action oriented environment. Now, do you agree that we are what we've been taught, how we've been brought up, what kind of language was being spoken in our home and around our family? So that affects us. So you need to work on your environment to make it action oriented. Have supportive people around you and let them know that you are going ahead to become an action oriented person. You need their encouragement, their support. Keep feedback loops and let people know that you are working in this direction. If they feel that you are not taking action, let them give you feedback. When you keep the feedback loop open, you will have better ability to understand that you are missing the track. And the third and final thing in building a action oriented environment is cultural influence. Culture influences a lot. Be in community or surround yourself with friends who are action oriented. If you have people who always postpone things, come out of that companionship. Get into companionship where people are accountable, action oriented, they take responsibility, they take decisions. So my invitation to all of you who are watching this video today is, if you're not an action oriented person, these tips I feel will help you to become an action oriented person. So let me know in the comment section what you felt about today's video, and we will catch up tomorrow.